Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing Football Fury. I don't really like doing a ton of sports games on here because, I mean, they're pretty basic, but this one seemed different a little. So I figure we'll give it a quick little glance and see what the Bighorns. Does that say the New York Kids? The kids? Why the kids? Why New York Kids? That's so almost weird. We're going to see if this is just a basic football game or if there's something a little more to it, kind of like I mean, so far graphically it looks fine. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any specific features. Wow, the dude like just breaks off of the whatever thing and just insta tackles you. It's pretty. It almost feels like he comes out of nowhere. Yeah, it feels like the tackles are pretty just all of a sudden, boom, you're just down. Let's see. This. Wow, you don't have a lot of time to actually pick a play. Yeah, all in all, it doesn't seem overly particular. It's just a basic football game. Like nothing overly special, nothing game-changing or anything like that. It's not like Blitz or any of those kind of games where it kind of sounded like it. Football Fury sounded like it was going to be a... The other sad part is you can't see anything going on your downfield where you're trying to actually throw the ball. So you're just, I guess, hoping for the best. Yeah, you have no time to figure out what you want to do. Yeah, I don't like the passing game. Like, you don't get to see anything, and it's a little disappointing. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what that was, but we screwed up apparently. Whatever. We're not going to get too into the game. I mean, that was nice. We just got right in the pocket and just sacked that quarterback. Yeah, it seems very basic. It's almost like you don't really have a lot of options as far as everything goes. Yeah, I mean, so all in all, the game is pretty basic. There's nothing really special about it. I mean, it doesn't even play overly well. It seems like everything is very over-exaggerated to where, like, it's a game you're definitely going to need to actually really play a lot and get the hang of. I mean, there's game there, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. It feels like everything is very exaggerated where you're running, and then all of a sudden the one guy is like halfway down the screen, and then you're tackled by him kind of thing. It seems to be very easy to get in and sack the quarterback and prevent any movement. You don't really get to see, not that I've saw, maybe the left and right bumpers might have changed it a little bit, but you don't get to see where you're passing the ball down from. And just, the game seems very kind of where it's fast-paced, so to speak, but yet not, where everything just happens instantaneously and like you're getting tackled out of nowhere, it feels like, without that like kind of more polished football game where things seem to like take a little bit more time to progress to various things. So like all in all, the game seems to just be like, hurry, hit the button. Like you see, we have delay of game trying to pick a play. So like you have to know in advance exactly what you want to do and what buttons it is so fast because you have no time to actually look through and pick a play. You got 4 seconds to pick your formation, which again, there's not many. You get like 2 passing ones, you get the shotgun, you get the punt and field goal kind of thing where it's just, there's not a whole lot of options in that aspect. There's more once you pick the formation, but you don't have enough time to actually look through it. So that's really upsetting and obnoxious how like little, you have 5 seconds and then 8 seconds to do stuff. And really, the game honestly feels like it's forcing you just go, 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 go. And then even in the gameplay, everything feels like forced, where you have to just do everything instantaneously. You have no time to really actually play the game. As soon as you have the ball, it feels like there's somebody already there to tackle you. It doesn't feel like there's really many opportunities for like any kind of run backs or good runs down the field or whatever. It feels like no matter what you do, the computer's always setting it up that there's always going to be a tackler pretty quickly. So I don't know, everything feels so rushed, so like exaggerated to where you're moving and then all of a sudden you're tackled. Half the time you don't even notice what's going on, then you're just down. So like the game is decent enough and it's kind of fun, but with the amount of other better football games out there, I don't think this one really holds up compared to everything else. It really just kind of feels like it's a forced quick play where you don't really get to do much in the realm of actually enjoying like the actual feel of playing football. You know, as soon as you hike the ball, you feel like you're already so pressured to have to do something you can't see downfield to which receiver is going to be better for you or any of those options. Running, you know, you get there, but it feels like even though you're moving and you look pretty open, there's always a guy that all of a sudden like almost like disappears from its blocker and just appears at your feet kind of thing. So, like, the whole thing really feels very forced, very quick. Like, you don't get to do any of the fun running downfield or blocking or moving tackles. I mean, there's probably more nuances that we didn't really get into, but it didn't really have a really good feel for it to really be an enjoyable game. It's fun if you just want a quick little game where you want to just have a little fun. It might be better with 2 players, but even then, I still feel like the mechanics that they have going on where it does really feel like enemies almost materialize at your feet and just instant break away from any blockers they have to get you kind of really makes the game feel very, very strict, very forced, very quick, and not as enjoyable as you would some other games. But like I said, it's probably a game that will take a good few games, a good while to understand the nuances and how the game plays. But I really feel like there's better football games out there, and this one's not necessarily anything that really brings you to wanting to play this one over some of the more polished, better games. And with the fact that it forces you, even when you're trying to pick a play, that you're getting delayed of game every single time because you're trying to look and figure out which play you actually want to do, just really is more aggravating than anything. So all in all, I mean, it plays, the controls are fine, graphically it looks decent. Like, there's not a whole lot to bring you out of the game. It's still a fun little, simple little football game. It's just the way it plays. It's just not as enjoyable as a game where you feel like you can actually have more ability to, like I said, to do more green, to get to do more with your player than just grab the ball and instantly be tackled kind of thing. So, all in all, it's playable. It looks nice. There's nothing glaringly bad with it, but there's nothing that really brings it to wanting to play this game over some of the more polished, better games that are out there. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining. Till next time, you guys have a good one.